Welcome again to the Old Principle. We study a little English, we tell a story, and in this case, we're even going to talk a little bit about American idioms, 美国的谚语. But before we begin, we need to remember this is lesson number 146. Lesson number 146, look out. So we have a picture of a train, okay, and it says look out. Well, what does look out mean? Well, we have a nice little story here for you. So let's listen to the story.
Number 146, look out. The American expression, look out, expresses a warning to be careful of or to avoid something of imminent danger. Once upon a time, an American was visiting a friend in London, England. The Englishman, whose name was Ian, enjoyed showing his friend the many historical sights in the city. They took a tour of Buckingham Palace and many other interesting places. The American, whose name was Roy, especially enjoyed riding on double-decked buses. After a week roaming about London, Ian suggested visiting the White Cliffs of Dover. "Good idea," exclaimed Roy. "It would be a wonderful trip." Roy continued, "Let's take a train." Ian looked at his watch. There should be a train leaving in about an hour. Arriving at the station, the two boarded a train bound for Dover. Moving down the aisle between the benches, they found their seats and relaxed. "The conductor will soon come by to check our tickets," stated Ian. "Then we'll be free to move about." As the train left the station, Roy complained about the heat. "Do you think they'll turn on the air conditioning soon?" They don't have air conditioning," answered Ian, "but we can open the window." The two stood for a while in the stream of cool air coming in the open window. Ian leaned forward a bit to catch more of the breeze. Roy saw that the train was approaching a power pole, which appeared very close to the train. "Look out!" Roy shouted. He didn't have time to say any more, for Ian had stuck his head further out so he could see better. Roy lunged forward and pulled his friend back into the train. Ian had just barely touched the pole, but really didn't get hurt. "You said look out, and I was only doing what you said," said Ian. "I'm sorry. Look out means two things. I should have yelled even louder, 'Look out!' because I could see the danger coming."
Okay, that was nice. We thank Mrs. Ash for sharing the story with us. And now we come to the actual words, the American expression. This is an American expression. You can say 美国习惯用语也可以。American expression, what is an expression? Okay, when we express something, we 表达. But in this case, we might say 习惯用语, look out. What does look out mean? Well, look out expresses 表达 what? A warning. A warning 也是一种警告. A warning what? To avoid some imminent danger. To avoid, 避免, some imminent danger. Now, the interesting thing about this is imminent. Have you ever heard of the word imminent? Okay, in this case, Imminent simply means something is about to happen, 快要发生的一件事情。Or in this case, danger, 危险临近。Okay? So, the American expression look out expresses a warning to be careful or to avoid something that of imminent danger going on. Once upon a time, seems like all good stories are like that, aren't they? Once upon a time, an American was visiting a friend in London, England. 英国的伦敦, okay? This is where he was visiting, going on. The Englishman, whose name was Ian. Now, Ian is an English name. Nice English name. I've met some Ians, but Americans, we don't use that name. Nice British name. He enjoyed showing his friend the many historical sites in the city. He enjoyed showing his friend the many historical sites in the city. Okay, so he was having fun, taking him to this place and that place. Historical sites. Okay, what is a historical site? 历史上, maybe something happened there in the past. 历史上的古迹也可以说了. So, it's a famous place. So, where did they go? Going on, they took a tour of Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is the palace, is a 王宫 of England. Buckingham Palace. I actually have the Chinese here, but it's too complicated for me. So I'll just say Buckingham Palace, 王宫, okay? And other interesting places. Of course, when you go to a new place, there are many 有趣的地方. So many other interesting places going on. The American, whose name was Roy, so what was the English man's name? Ian. And now the American man's name is Roy. Especially 特别喜欢, 特别享受 what? Riding on the double-decked buses. Of course, he enjoyed that. You know why? Because Americans, well, in America, we don't have 两层的这个巴士. We only have just one level. But in British areas, in Hong Kong and in England and some other places, you have these taller buses. So as we call double-decked buses. And they hold more than 100 people. Whoa, that's a lot of people standing and sitting. Going on. After a week of roaming, what do you do when you're roaming? Well, there's several ways of saying roaming. 漫步, 走来走去. Some people say 逛一逛. Okay, after a week of roaming here and there,有时候是有目标，有时候是没有目标的. About London, Ian suggested visiting the White Cliffs of Dover. So, this is another very famous spot, especially from World War II, 第二世界大战的时候, the White cliffs of Dover. A cliff is 悬崖, and 白色, Dover is the name of the place, Dover, England, the White Cliffs. Going on. Good idea, exclaimed Roy. It would be a wonderful trip. Okay, it would be a very nice trip. It would be something that he would enjoy. Actually, both of them would enjoy. Going on. Roy continued, let's take the train. Of course, you saw the picture in the beginning, train, so let's take the train. Going on. Ian looked at his watch. There should be a train leaving in about an hour. He looked at his watch. So what does that mean? He looked at his watch. He did a little calculation in his mind, and he said, in about an hour, there will be a train leaving London. Going on. Arriving at the station, the two boarded a train bound for Dover. Now, arriving at the station, of course, if you arrive at the station, 火车站, okay, and they went on a boarded a train. What does board mean? That's very, very interesting. Board. If you just look at board itself, B-O-A-R-D, it means 木板. But it has a completely different meaning, and that means to get on a train. So, to board a train simply means to get on, 上车. Bound for Dover. Bound for, that means the train is going to Dover. 朝着哪一个方向? Okay? It's going to Dover. That's Dover, England. Going on. Moving down the aisle, between the benches, they found their seats and relaxed. Moving down the aisle. Do you know what an aisle is? An aisle is 走廊. An aisle. So they're moving down the aisle. Between the benches. What is a bench? Have you ever sat on a bench? Of course you have. 长椅子. You've sat on a bench. Sure you have. Okay? And they found their seats. So I'm sure that they had specific seating. So they had to go down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they found the right place. And so they found their seats and they relaxed. Going on. The conductor will soon come to check our tickets. Okay, what is a conductor? A conductor is 列车员, 列车员. And so the conductor will come by to check the tickets. 查票. Why would you want to do that? Because some people get on the train and they don't have a ticket. You see? So the conductor is checking the tickets. Okay, he'll soon check the tickets, stated Ian. Then we'll be free to move about. Okay, then we will be free to move about. That means that once he's checked the tickets, then they can go anywhere in the train they want to. 有自由走来走去 anywhere in the train. Okay, going on. As the train left the station, Roy complained about the heat. Must have been in the summer because actually my experience with all my friends says that England is often a very cold place. So obviously this is summertime. This is a hot day. And so Roy complained. Roy is the American. He complained, 抱怨, about the heat. So it's hot. It's a hot day. Do you think they'll turn on the air conditioning soon? Okay. So 有没有空调? Well, I don't know. We'll have to see what the story says. But Roy says, 他们是不是马上要开空调? So that's the question. Air conditioning, 空调, 冷气设备. Going on. They don't have air conditioning. Oh. No air conditioning, answered Ian. But we can open the window. So I'm not surprised. They probably have heat for the winter, for the cold, but no air conditioning for the summer because it's just not that warm. So Ian suggests, let's open the window. Open the window? Sure. That's a good idea. We'll open the window. But after you open the window, remind me, I'll tell you an interesting story that happened to me when I was traveling in China one day, when I opened up the train window. But must continue on. Going on, please. The two stood for a while in the stream of cool air coming in the open window. Okay, the two of them stood in the wind. 他们是吹这个凉风啊 cool air. See, cool air coming in the open 打开的窗户. And so they stood there for a while in the stream. Okay. 一阵凉风啊. So they're just standing there. Whoa! They're enjoying the coolness. Ian leaned forward a bit to catch more of the breeze. Okay, so what is Ian doing? He is leaning forward, okay, to catch more of the breeze. Okay, to catch, of course, is to draw, but it just, in this case, to catch a breeze, catch more of the breeze means 吹更多的风啊. Okay, he leaned forward a bit to catch more of the breeze. The breeze is 风, 吹风, the 风啊. Okay, the wind. You can say wind. But breeze, how do we say that? Breeze is usually a softer, milder wind. So, but it's still wind. 还是风啊, 凉风啊. Going on. Roy saw that the train was approaching a power pole. Okay, so Roy saw that the train was approaching a power pole. This is the American. He says, oh, the train is coming close to a power pole. 电线杆. So it's coming close to the power pole. Okay, which appeared very close to the train. Okay, it appeared 就看起来好像很靠近这个火车 appeared very close to the train. So, what did Roy do? Okay, if your friend is sticking his head out the window and you see some danger, what? Imminent danger. Okay, then what are you going to do? Whoa, you're going to say something. So he said, "Look out!" Roy shouted. "There's look out." Okay, 小心. Well, I mean, normally we would say 小心. There's going on. He didn't have time to say any more. In other words, it's very fast. 这个没有时间再说下去. Okay, he didn't have time to say any more. 因为 for, in this case, for means 因为 Ian had stuck his head further out. Okay? So he could see better. See? Now, here's the problem. He says, "Look out." And apparently, Ian misunderstood. 就误会他的意思了. He stuck 就把他的头凸出来更多更远，就放出去。So he could what? See better. 看得更加好。Going on. Roy lunged forward. Lunged forward. What does it mean to lunge forward? He 冲过去 and pulled his friend back into the train. He pulled his friend back into the train. Ian just barely touched the pole, but he really didn't get hurt. What does that mean? To barely touch. 他轻轻的碰到 or 就稍微摸到一点点. He just barely touched the pole, 电线杆. But he didn't get hurt. Going on. You said, "Look out." And I was only doing what you said. So here's the problem. You have to understand what people are saying. Look out. Look out? Well, look out means to look out there. And if you want to look out there, then you got to look closer, right? I was only doing what you said. You saw look out. I was just looking out. Going on. I'm sorry. Look out means two things. And a lot of English is this way. A lot of English has a double meaning, sometimes a triple meaning, quadruple meaning, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different meanings. 看那个上下文 就知道。In this case, I'm sorry, 对不起，很抱歉。Look out has two different meanings, 两不同的意思。I should have yelled even louder. I should have yelled. 我应该是喊叫更大声啊。I should have, because that's the context. If you yell, look out, with all of your voice, then people understand, oh, he's not meaning look out. He's meaning, wow, watch out. Danger, it's coming. Because I could see the danger coming. I could see the danger coming. Well, I see I have a minute or two right at the end. I tell you a story. One day I was traveling in a train in China. I was traveling from Nanning in the south, Nanning to, I'm not sure where I was going, but anyway, it was springtime, 春季, and it was very hot. So I opened the window. Suddenly, something flew in the window. Do you know what it was? It hit me right here. Boom. You know what it was? A little boy was outside. 他是看牛，他就拿了这个牛粪，就丢上去。And I was there. Well, anyway, I tell you more about that next time. Right now, I must tell you, you can write a letter to us. Our email address is here, The Old Principle, and we have a website, www.theoldprinciple.org. Hey, it's been fun being with you. We hope that you will join us again.